Welcome back to a series so influential even the U.S. government is paying attention. Today, the vice president is calling out Hassan for allegedly shocking his dog. Hassan's response? Absolute meltdown, blaming everyone but himself. Asmongold finds it hilarious, Hassan lashes out, claiming Asmongold could never handle his level of popularity, calling his viewers terminally online. Meanwhile, others are chiming in. Aiden Ross, comedian Stavros, streamer NMP, and Sodapoppin all weigh in. Let's dive in. Apparently, Hassan zapped his dog, and the story has blown up, so much so that J.D. Vance criticized him. He points out that training a dog with commands is fine, but electrocuting an animal? That's another story. If someone can intentionally cause pain to an innocent animal, that reflects on their character, and history shows it's almost always a red flag for deeper issues. This is why even the vice president publicly condemned the action. Hassan, of course, tried to deflect, calling it Reddit drama and pointing at unrelated examples. But the core criticism was clear. Intentionally hurting a dog is unacceptable. His fans scrambled to defend him, bringing up technicalities like spot training, but the broader public isn't buying it. Context matters, and Hassan's attempts at deflection only drew more scrutiny. Next, Hassan went after Asmongold, claiming the streamer couldn't handle his level of scrutiny. But the reality? Asmongold already faces massive attention online. Unlike Hassan, he doesn't try to portray himself as a paragon of virtue. He's unapologetically himself, flaws and all, and that authenticity is why people respect him. Meanwhile, Hassan brags about his lifestyle, mansion, and influence, but struggles with basic likability. Then there's Aiden Ross. Hassan tried to frame himself as a mentor, lamenting that Ross didn't adopt his values. But in truth, Aiden Ross has more political impact than Hassan ever will, and Hassan's attempts at guidance arguably pushed people away rather than closer. Comedian Stavros and others defended Hassan, claiming people only hate him because he's hot. That argument falls flat. Disliking someone for harming animals isn't about attractiveness. NMP and Sodapoppin also chimed in, with NMP admitting he hadn't seen the clip, proving the point. Defending Hassan without evidence is a recurring problem. Throughout all this, Hassan repeatedly misinterprets criticism, blames others, and refuses to take accountability. Whether it's Asmongold, J.D. Vance, or the broader public, his strategy is the same: deflect, gaslight, and hope the controversy blows over. At the end of the day, the facts speak for themselves. Whether Hassan actually shocked his dog or not, the clip and testimonies have sparked a conversation about accountability, ethics, and the responsibility of influencers with power. Now, let's get back to the chaos, because apparently the saga is far from over. Hassan's defense continues to unravel in real time. He's flailing between deflection, denial, and outright gaslighting. First, it's the shock collar argument, then suddenly it's about the place command, completely missing the point. Everyone watching can see it, it's transparent. And yet he still has the audacity to act like he's the rational, measured one. Meanwhile, the dog, Gaia, Ka, whatever the name, remains the silent witness. Her confused, wary eyes in every clip tell the story Hassan desperately tries to rewrite. You can edit the prongs, call it a training tool, claim it's for joint support, but the body language doesn't lie. And social media? Social media doesn't forgive. Clips go viral. Memes explode. Even NMP, one of his most loyal defenders, admits he hasn't even seen the full clip. That's wild. How do you defend someone when you literally don't see the evidence? And yet somehow Hassan's orbiters still cheer him on. The cognitive dissonance is spectacular. Asmongold, meanwhile, continues to reap the benefits of living a chaotic, unapologetically honest life. He doesn't hide behind degrees, scripts, or political posturing. He doesn't pretend to be an exemplar of morality or decency while privately doing the exact opposite. People respond to that authenticity. Even if his lifestyle is messy, unfiltered, and absurd, it resonates because it's real. Contrast that with Hassan, who projects the image of a thought leader while repeatedly being caught in contradictions and outright lies. And now he's calling out Asmon for not being able to handle scrutiny? The irony is delicious. Then there's the drama with Aiden Ross. Hassan casts himself as the master mentor, the guiding force who failed to properly inculcate good values. Yet, when you peel back the layers, what did Hassan actually teach? Fear, aggression, hyperpartisanship, and the occasional shock collar? Aiden Ross's pivot away from politics and toward neutral content could be seen as a direct response to Hassan's overbearing tutelage. It's almost poetic. Hassan's attempt to mold others backfires spectacularly, leaving him isolated and floundering. Meanwhile, celebrity defenders like Stavros try to pivot, claiming people only hate Hassan because he's hot. Really? That's your take? It's like blaming a wildfire on the wind instead of acknowledging the fire itself. Hotness doesn't absolve abuse. It doesn't erase lies, bad behavior, or public meltdowns. But Hassan's fans latch onto these excuses desperately, because admitting the truth would mean facing their own complicity in supporting someone clearly unfit to be a public figure. And the memes, oh, the memes. Social media is relentless. Every zap into place clip, every failed defense, every mental breakdown is immortalized. Hassan's meltdowns have become prime-time content for the internet at large. Meanwhile, his co-hosts and defenders either ignore the context, misinterpret events, or just parrot talking points. The average viewer can see through this. It's embarrassing, but it's also fascinating. As we look at the entire picture, the lesson becomes clear. Authenticity, accountability, and transparency matter more than curated personas and performative outrage. Hassan's saga is a textbook example of what happens when those values are absent. One misstep, shocking a dog in full view of a live audience, spirals into a cascading series of meltdowns, public embarrassment, and mimetic immortality. Meanwhile, figures like Asmongold, who embrace their flaws openly, continue to thrive in popularity. At the end of the day, Hassan's story isn't just about Twitch drama shock collars or celebrity feuds. It's about credibility, reputation, and the unavoidable consequences of actions in the digital age. People may defend you blindly, but the evidence is forever. And Gaia, the silent witness, will always have the last bark. And that's where we'll leave it for today. The saga continues to unfold, and the internet never sleeps. Whether it's shocking moments, viral clips, or the rise and fall of public figures, one thing is clear. Actions online have consequences offline, and every story leaves its mark, sometimes in ways even the creators can't control. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the latest breakdowns and commentary. And remember, in the world of streaming and social media drama, the line between spectacle and reality is thinner than you think. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and stay tuned. Because in the age of Mr. Stream, there's always another story waiting to unfold.